morning, everyone. Good morning and welcome this amazing Sunday morning. Welcome to another of our episodes of the Sunday Lives from Dreams to Reality. And today, the topic I think is very interesting and maybe for even more than entrepreneur, that people owning a business, right? The growth mindset and about talking about lifelong learning and how is that important, right? Because we all know knowledge is power. We tell our kids, right? But in reality, I think it's more than the knowledge. It's how to apply what you learn, right? Because you can keep learning and reading 10 books. Will that knowledge in itself will not help you unless you really use it. So. Um, that's what we'll talk today about why knowledge and learning and keep learning is important, but also maybe how to use the knowledge that you have, right? And how to start using it and get out of maybe, people who keep learning or keep reading another book and they feel that it doesn't help them. Um, Reading books is important, but let's see how you can put that knowledge into action. So, for those new here, I'm Dana. Welcome. I'm a mom. I'm also um, an IT manager by profession, and I'm an online business owner. I'm living in Canada for over 25 years now, originally from Romania. And I have this live session where, together with some of my business partners, we are coming here to talk about, our business, but also to talk about, mindset and how to, for those people who are looking for a change in their life, how we did it, and inspire and maybe educate you a bit of maybe how you can do it also. And today we have some amazing ladies, so let's do a quick round of intro. Sita, good evening, good afternoon, good to see you. Do you want to introduce yourself, please?
Yes, hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you might be watching us from. My name is Sita. I am a mom and a nan as well. I live in the UK with my family, originally from Zimbabwe. I'm a nurse by profession and I'm also a proud digital business owner. Back to you, Dana.
Thank you, Sita. Vaida, good morning.
Hey, good morning, everyone. Afternoon, evening, good night, wherever you're watching us from. My name is Vida, originally from Ghana, currently in the US. I'm a nurse by profession, a mother, and proud digital business owner. Back to you, Miss Dana.
Thank you, Vaida. Rita, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Thank you very much for having me always. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you guys are. Well, my name is Rita. I'm a mom to a beautiful daughter. I'm a Nigerian from Benin City, Edo State, but I'm based in Spain. I'm a telephone banking agent and a proud online business owner. Back to you, man.
Thank you, Rita. And Michael, good morning.
Yes, good morning, everybody. Thanks, Dana, for always having me in your live talk. So, my name is Meiko, so originally from Cebu, Philippines. So, child of God, a wife, mom of three, public servant, and of course, digital business owner. Back to you, Dana.
Thank you. And welcome, everyone. And before we go into talking about the learning and today's theme, as always, let's talk a bit about what this business is about. You heard all of us, we are all digital business owner. What does it mean? What it means is we have a business that's happening online, so we don't have a physical store. Our business is online. We can do it from wherever we want as long as we have an internet connection and of course a phone or a computer. And we are all business owner partners because we use the same system. Each of us have independent business. We don't really depend on each other in the sense of how the business is run or the income we get, but we use the same system, which is it's amazing because it provides everything you need. You get the automated system, you get the step-by-step training, you get a mentor, a coach, and you get to be part of this amazing community that provides so much information, so much, opportunity to learn from each other. We have a lot of, weekly seminars and, masterminds, and you feel like you are never alone on this business. Although you are your own boss, you are the CEO of your business. You do the taxes at the end of or beginning of the year is the tax season, right? So we are all filling our taxes as individual businesses. You decide how much time or money you invest in this business. So you are the CEO. You are the one who are making the decision, but you have this amazing support system that's taking care of a lot of the automated part about the training, and you never have to figure out what to do next. There is always a path in front of you. You just need to decide how to follow it. And it's great because you don't have to have any previous experience. As you can see, we are all coming from different backgrounds. You don't have to be having technical skills, and definitely we are a global business, so you can live in whatever part of the world, you can still do this business. And it's something we've been, you don't have to go and start selling products. It's something I think we all of us kind of try to stay away from, buying product and having inventory. So it's not that type of business. We are not selling any product. It's a network marketing where we are affiliated with a very reputable company that's been around for a long time. That's how we earn money, but we talk only about business. We are looking for business partners who are interested to make a change in their life and to do that through an online business and to earn that passive income. And with that, let's talk about learning and, how this business actually, made us or help us learn more, and how learning is helping our business also, right? So maybe let's start sharing some of the stories on how lifelong learning helped us grow. And Sita, maybe if I'll start with you. Do you want to share with us how or why a busy nurse and a grandma wants to still continue learning and growing?
Do you know, in life, I've always thought, if you don't know, you don't know. If you know, you know. And I've always thought, you have to go to school when you are younger and get to a certain age, have your qualifications and have your career, and that's it. And if someone asks you whether you want to do something, you're like, oh, I've got my career now. I don't want to do anything else. Even at my work, they've asked us, do you want to do this? I said, well, I'm not going to get an increase because of doing that course, so I'm okay where I am. And if you had asked me maybe 5 years ago if I wanted to be an online business owner, I would have laughed at you, thinking, what do you think I'm going to do with all that? But in this life and in this age, learning does not stop. You can learn from whatever age you are at, whether you are 50, 60, or 70, you can still learn. Especially in the world of online business, things have evolved very fast, and staying stagnant simply isn't an option. Lifelong learning has been a game changer for professional and business growth. If you want to grow in business, you need to continuously learn, because there are so many things that we don't know. And for this business to go ahead, you need to keep learning, especially with our business. When we have our mastermind, it's really a game changer. There is quite a lot of skills that we gain from there that we did not know. If it wasn't for our mastermind, I don't think we'll succeed in this business. And a lot of times people ask me things, oh, AI. I know a lot about that because we get it from our mastermind. And some people are surprised when I'm telling them about ChatGPT. I say, just put anything that you want to do in ChatGPT to write it for you. They were like, where did you learn that from? We get it from our training. And because of that, they think, you know what, I know a lot of things. But learning never stops. Every day we learn something new, especially with our business. It's just about gaining knowledge. It's about staying adapted, building new skills, and continuously improving as a person. You know, through constant learning, you stay ahead of trends and you know more things on time before other people know it, because that's where you are. You keep learning new skills, new trends, what is coming up on social media, because that's where your business runs. And it builds confidence. When you know what you are doing, even when someone asks you, you've got the answer. But if you don't know what you are doing, you don't know what to tell them. But in this business, we are always on trend. We always know what's happening, what's coming up. So we are so confident in what we deliver and what we share with other people. And it's easier and faster to solve problems if you know what you're doing, especially if challenges present. You know how to work them out. You know how to solve them because you've got that training that provides everything. And especially you inspire people that see you doing things and they're thinking, wow, how can she do it? That means if we join that business, we will learn a lot. Because people that know me from 5 years ago, they have recognized a lot of things that they never believed or thought I would do. But now when they are seeing me doing them, they are really shocked. I was never technologically savvy. I didn't know how to use technology, computer, or social media. But because of this business, I'm now a pro. I know some of the things that people don't even know. So if you're out there still debating that I'm too old to start an online business has no age. If you look at all the wealthy people, check it out how old they were when they started their businesses. They were older than you are, or they are even maybe 10 2 3 or 4 times older than your age. So lifelong learning has no age. Whatever age you are, you can learn something new, and that something new can take you to another level. Look at me where I am now doing this business. I never thought I would do something like this. I was quite happy maybe to sell tomatoes along the street door to door, because that didn't need me to use my head or to do anything, or to sell something else that will make me go around selling it to people. But now, I don't do any selling. I just deal with the computers and technology. That's what keep me on the level where I want to be. So lifelong learning has impacted my journey in the sense that I am more confident in what I'm doing, and I'm more than happy to help anyone out there to grow professionally and in their business to be successful. Thank you so much, Dana. Back to you.
Thank you, Sita. And definitely, I can hear in your voice and I can see in your face both the confidence and the happiness, right? The empowerment that the knowledge brought it to you, right? So you put it very well, right? Learning doesn't stop after school. As kids, we couldn't just wait to, hey, finish the school so then you can get a job, and then you get a job, you learn a bit more, and you realize, how they say, the more you learn, the more you realize that you don't know anything or how little you know, right? So learning definitely doesn't stop after you are, starting the job or finishing school. And it's actually the key of, staying ahead, staying with the times, especially on this age where the technology, everything around us is advancing. So if you stop learning or not learning something new, you need to be in a bubble in order to survive, right? You need to understand the world around you, and in order to do that, you need to stay up with technology, with with what's happening around us. And it's also, learning will help us building a better life, right? The life that we are dreaming of, because the school that maybe we finished 20, 40 years ago, some of us, it wasn't enough, right? So that's the reality. You have to stay and keep growing, and it's also healthy. It's good for your brain, right? If you We all know, right? The brains, it started dying after a certain age unless you keep it, active and keep it growing. The new neurons, it's dying. So, and if the brain is dying, the body will start dying. So, if you want to, live longer and happier, you need to keep your brain active and your body, of course. But so you need to keep learning. So it's not a matter of like, oh, do I have to do life learning? It's more of, hey, what do you want to learn in order to, not feel overwhelmed, and it still help you with whatever you're learning, right? Um, Having that willingness to learn, it's important, but also figuring out what you want to learn that will help on your everyday, right? So but we also know that, as I mentioned at the beginning, learning is important, but then using what you learn on your everyday, and or maybe helping you, your life, your family, or people around you, how you can put that learning into action. And also, is having a digital business, it's great, and it's amazing, the fact that we get through with this business. You get all the, you know uh, the training, so you don't have to figure out what to learn. You have it step by step. Once you and it's I love it because even if you go online, you search something, you find 100 things. It's like, okay, where do you start? Which one to pick first? What makes more sense? Our training that comes with this business, you have step one. You don't have to figure out, you don't have to wonder. You have step one. Once you finish step one, you get to step two, you get to step three. So it takes you step by step, depending on how much you finish. Then the next sessions are open for you. So it really, you don't have to think of, you don't have to figure it out how to learn. It's all there, and it's so it's a variety in there, in the sense that you learn about the digital marketing, because that's what we are doing here, but you learn about automation and how to use all these new tools, like Sita mentioned, AI and others. It teaches us about leadership and how to, be confident, and about, all this mindset. So it's never like feel like, oh, I keep talking about digital marketing, I feel tired about that. No, it's so wide, the um, options for learning that we get through this business, on top of the masterminds and all the other sessions that we have, that you never feel like it's boring, or it's something that you are not really sure that it is for you. But how do we then put what we learn into action? And how do you balance learning and action? And Rita, if I ask you, you are a busy mom with a young kid and a full-time employee, right? And you have a business. So how do you get time to learn and to take action, right? To use what you learn. How do you balance all this?
Great question, because thank you so much for this, Ms. Dana. An action taker. So this is why I took this question. So how I balance all of this is by organizing myself first. Okay, I organize everything first, and before that, I implement the 20/80 rules. What does that mean? I use my 20% of my time to learn, and then I implement what I've learned into action. Because most of the time we talk about, you have to learn, you have to learn. If you're not putting anything in action, how can you practice what you've learned? Action, just like they say, action speaks louder than word, you know. So when you put everything you've learned and you put it into action, you get to see that you are more confident, just like Miss Sita is right now. She's putting everything she has learned into action. So me, the way I balance it is I organize myself. Okay, when I organize myself, what do I mean? In our business, we have this tool that we call metrical. Okay, it's a tool. You see, that is part of learning. is a tool that will help you to organize all your social posts, okay, that you can use to, you can schedule all of them for the next day, next week, or next month. So that is part of, I learned about this in our training, and I'm using it to put into practice. I'm putting them into practice in a way that I see that, okay, I'm doing this, I'm learning this, and it's helping me a lot to schedule my post. And then in the next couple of days, I'm not even worried about what is going to happen. How do I post this? Because I already scheduled everything. I put everything into action. And then what I also do is I accept mistakes in this life. Whenever we are learning, when we make a mistake, it's part of learning. We don't need to see it as a different way, because it helps me to balance things together. That if I make mistake here, I know that I'm not going to commit the same mistake the next time. I will use it to better my business. And through the mistakes, I use it to perfect my post or to perfect my business. So with that, I accept imperfection. Okay, learn the imperfection ways that whenever I make mistake, I accept my mistakes and I make sure that my mistakes does not happen again. And finally, what I would do is, in this case, just like Miss Dana said, I'm a busy mom. As I'm a busy mom, I see things that I need to practice what I learn a lot. And what I do is during the weekend, I always put them into place. During the weekend, I always see that, okay, this week is meant for me to focus always on learning. So I implement the 20% as I'm learning, and I'm using it. And it happens to me a lot. On Facebook, I'm going to put an example. On Facebook, I learned that in our training that we should always do short videos, short videos. And to that, with that learning, I implemented it on my post. And do you know what Facebook is telling me? Oh, your short videos between 20 to 30 seconds, they are working fine. They are doing this fine. They are doing this fine. This is something like that. So it gives you that method of organizing more, of knowing that, okay, my videos are working better when I put them in between 20 to 30 seconds. So that learning is a perfect way that you can see that this business is part of you growing up all the time. It's part of you implementing. It's part of you improving yourself. And for that, I am not always afraid of making mistakes anymore. I'm not afraid of seeing things in a negative way anymore, because I know that if I make this mistake, it's going to come up with something better that will allow me to improve more in my business. So learning is an open door. It's an open door where you can improve more, where you can see things more in a positive way that will better your future. So that is what I have to say, Miss Dana. Thank you so much. Back to you, ma'am.
Thank you, Rita. Oh, I love that how you put it, that the learning helps you, realize that there are no mistakes and you learn from, the failures, maybe the things that didn't go exactly as you want. So that's another, I guess, benefit of learning. Not only that you gain new skills and you put them in action, but also you realize that there is never, a place where mistakes are okay, and you are learning through your mistakes or through things that didn't go exactly as planned. So it goes back to that. The more you learn, you become a bit smarter, realizing that you need to learn more, and it's okay to make mistakes, and you continue to learn, right? So it's that, I don't know, that circle of, the smarter you get, you are making even maybe more mistakes, and it's still okay because your mind is growing, right? And that's the growth mindset. Do you realize that what I don't know right now, I don't know it yet. I'll learn it tomorrow. So you continue to grow, and there is no, place where you feel stuck that you don't know what to do next. You'll try it out, even if you don't know. You'll figure it out because your mind is open to anything, to new possibility, and you are never feeling stuck. And we did mention, or I mentioned it before, and it also, how this business has so many opportunities for you to grow. And I have to admit, when I started the business, I I wasn't thinking, oh, I start a business in order to grow or to learn a lot of new things, right? We started the business for maybe some extra income. And then I realized that you gain so much more than just money in this business, and the personal growth and the growth that you see on all these different areas that you had no idea before. It's amazing. And we are all, I think, a bit better because of that, even in the personal life, right? The benefits or the learning from this business, you can apply them so much in everyday life, or even in the jobs that we still do, right? So Vaida, if I'll ask you to talk a bit about how the business encouraged you to continue growing.
Thank you so much, Miss Dana. Yes, I would say that this business keep me growing is because my mindset. Because if you don't make that mindset that you are going to learn and grow, there's no way that no matter what the training is, no matter what the community is, but you are not going to make it. But if you make that mindset, you are going to make it. Especially our business is automated. No matter what you are, I'm here, but my business, sometimes I'm at work, my business is working. The system is already set up. It's just for me to add the 10%. Yesterday, one of my buyer was asking me, oh, I've been seeing your email every day and I read through all of them. That is so nice. Yes, he thought I'm sending her the email every blessed day. It's the system that is doing. That is one of the things that keep me encouraging. So I don't send her email, but he be getting the email. So that is the same thing like our post. You can post a month ahead, and you are at work, you are sleeping, and your business is working for you. Everybody see you. Oh, I've seen you on live doing this. Even sometimes my videos that I do and post it on my site, I do it and post it a month ahead. So this person, oh, I've seen your video. I'm not the one who is doing it right that time because of the system. So that keep me encouraged and I keep moving onward. And content marketing. When you create high content that have value, when you post it, you realize that people are commenting on it. But when you just post anything, people don't comment on it. So for me, I look at things that like when I post picture or video, people rather watch that one more than if I just put any content with the testing and post. So I look at those things that when I post, people watch more. That is the things that I keep posting. So that one keep you, when you posting and especially a video and people comment on it and you go and you see 100 people, you'll be encouraged and it keep you going. But sometimes you post something, nobody watch it, you go back there and look at it, you don't see anybody looking at it. You feel like, what am I doing? But when you keep on creating those high content value and put it there, people watch it and you'll be happy to do it. And then branding, when you brand your thing and you see that, oh, more people are watching your storytelling, people are watching it more, it helps you to keep moving. We are here every Saturday and Sunday through what? Meeting in faith on Zoom. So that one helps us to keep going. Sometimes you don't feel like going live just by yourself. But as we do in a group, you get more encouragement. And that one keep us moving forward. So we don't have to be saying that, oh, I cannot do it by myself. When you are doing it by yourself, sometimes you just keep talking. You don't even know whether it's time for you to stop. But right now, you are monitoring us. This person talk and this person talk. And it keep us motivated. So that is one of the things that keep us what? Moving, especially me, I keep moving forward, knowing that there's no way. If others people are gaining it, I'm also going to gain. And we are gaining it. That's why we are here. So that is one of the things that personal branding is one of the things that keep us moving forward. And then storytelling, when you tell, it depends how you tell your story. When you create your own story and put it out there on Facebook, YouTube, videos, YouTube, TikTok, or any platform that you put it there, That will help you keep more. Our training is there. The training is step by step. I don't know anything, I go back to that training. So the training on the training side, that help us to keep learning and growing if you don't know anything. So that is what I do and keep me learning and growing. Thank you, Miss Dana.
Thank you, Vaida. You touched so many points, but definitely, if it's something that this business encourage all of us is the continuous, grow and training and having a support community and like-minded people, right? When you look around, how they say to surround yourself with people that will make you will grow, right? Will move you forward. When you look around and you see all these amazing ladies talking about how they find time to learn and grow, if you have days and I feel like, oh, I don't know if I'm doing something right, looking around and it's like, okay, then I have to do the same. I have to learn what are doing, and I'm not doing it. So having a community of people who are all looking to grow will help you also grow. So that's why I think this business is so amazing and it's growing so much, because everyone is helping each other and looking to grow together as a community, while individually growing our own skills and also learning how to apply those skills that we learn. So it's definitely easier to learn as part of surrounded by people who are doing the same than to try to figure out yourself and learn by yourself, right? So um, hopefully we talked today, it helps those who are maybe still afraid to try something new. But Michael, if go to you, what advice you give to someone who's still hesitant about learning and is still not sure if learning something new is easy, or it's for them?
Thank you so much, Dana, for that question. Well, ladies, thank you so much for all the sharings about learning. Like I myself, I love learning. I'm a lifelong learner. If I could just, learn every day, like it could be a formal uh training or an informal, right? Because like, nowadays, like, the world is constantly changing, right? At a faster rate. So I know all of us here are business owners, but then learning doesn't, it's not only for business, it's also for life as well, right? And for that question, I would say that, most of us really, maybe if not 100%, we we've been once a student, right? So we went to school, and then maybe the hesitancy is because we developed that fixed mindset. And then we stayed there because maybe we thought that, oh, it's enough. I graduated high school, I earned my bachelor's, right? So it really depends on the person. Like for me, I don't want to stop because, like, as what Maxwell said, like, if you stop learning, you stop growing, right? And yeah, so hesitancy, like, I think that is coming from like, okay, I'm good for now. But then, right? Life is really full of challenges as well. I think, as Rita said, right? So, learning something new, or maybe out of necessity, right? So to overcome a challenge in your life. So, like, it could be overwhelming, but for us, we're busy moms. Like, we wear different hats, but still we find time. Um, one thing I can say is that to make it not too overwhelming, you start small. Especially if you're not that type of person to really, like, you don't like, reading. Like for me, I like reading. You can start small, one step at a time. One step of progress is better than not stepping at all, right? Take that first step, start one single step. And if you really are, finding it hard to, oh, what will I start? What will I learn next? Like, follow your passion. Like, it may not be a business, you're not maybe inclined to do business, but then follow your passion. You might want to learn a sport, right? So, or you want to start some crafts, right? So, follow your passion. And also, like for me, when I came to Canada, right? So I had a lot of challenges. So I had to embrace learning every day coming to Canada by myself, I had to face a lot of challenges. So I have to learn the Canadian way, right? So that's a personal learning for me. And then, I've been in the food service industry for almost 2 decades. And then when I shifted my career to public service, I had to learn that as well. So I went back to school, right? And then, I need to do something for my family. Like, what can I do more? Like, extra income. So I searched online, and I need to do an online business because I could not find another, like, I don't want to find another job. So I learned how to start my online business. So it's the mindset. So the growth mindset is really better than a fixed mindset because that will equip you on what's life gonna throw at you in the future, right? And also, learning for me is I'm very passionate about learning, and it's not only for me. I also share what I learn, and it's like you have to also find your purpose as well. Like that will motivate you. Like, for me, in public service, like it's ingrained in my heart. Like, okay, I also help fellow, culturally diverse employees in our organization to really advance in the organization, right? So you have to find that purpose in yourself as well to motivate you to learn, and then just take that first step. Like it doesn't have to be grand, right? You don't need to like, I'm going to take another 4-year course. No, it's not like that. So just a single small step will do, and then you celebrate small wins as you go along and learning something new. And if you ever like make a mistake, reframe your mistake. What can I learn from your mistake, right? So, and it's really good to know like, we were once a child, so it's really helpful to reactivate that child in you, being curious about everything in the world. So that would help as well. And if ever you really find it hard to, oh my God, I really want to grow my mind, or seek support, like as what Dana said, being with like-minded people who is very passionate about learning and growing as well will really help you and motivate you, and give you that nudge to take that single step. So I think that's all for me, Dana. Back to you.
Thank you, Michael. Oh, yes. Success is about, that willingness to learn. And as you said, right, it's not only about success in business, it's in life. It's like a person. If you are willing to learn, to unlearn or to relearn some things, right? Because as you said, right, sometimes you maybe have some habits that it's better to unlearn them and relearn new things. So it's about that open mind or, growth mindset to always evolve and look for something better for you and that for the people around you, right? And having again this support of community who are all kind of in the same mindset, it's definitely easier. So hopefully today's discussion and the stories that we share and the tips inspired all of you watching, and you are ready to take some action and maybe to invest in yourself and in your future. We did talk about this business. That's one way for you to start learning something new, right? And we have this step by step. And the first step is, as all of us did, we have a free info session where we provide more tips on how you get started. So if you are listening this, you are in the perfect place because you already did that first step to watch this or part of this live. And then the next step is reach out to us if you are curious, if you want to learn more. Since we talk about learning, right? Learn more, go watch that free info session, and then reach out to us to help you on guiding you on the next steps. And then we'll be there to guide you on the next step and the next step. So it's all about, if you are ready to take action, then nothing will stop you. And before we wrap up, Sita, one more thing you want to say to your followers? Anything?
I'll
Encourage them?
say I'll say to anyone out there, knowledge is power. If you know, you know. Those who know lead the ones that don't. And if you are the one that don't there, take that action and learn from the ones that are already doing it, because they've got that knowledge. So knowledge, it enhances your own personal growth and your professional growth. So do it for yourself, not for anyone. Thank you, Dana.
Yes, invest in yourself. Vida, how about you?
Yeah, I would say age is not excuse. If only you want to learn and grow, no matter how old is you are, if you want to learn and grow, you can learn. So whatever you are and you are watching us, if you want to learn and grow, click any one of our link to watch our video and see if you are interested. Thank you.
Thank you, Vaida. Oh, yes, it's never too late to start learning something new. And actually, sometimes it's even better if you learn some of these things when you are a bit, more mature. So definitely starting a business in your 40s, 50s, or 60s is not too late. And it's maybe, your past experience will help you grow that business maybe even better. Rita, how about you?
I would say be open-minded. No matter how many degrees you've got, if you have the highest degree, still be open-minded. Still be open-minded to learn. We are here every time talking about this business. Be open-minded. You know what? That degree that you have, I have a diploma in business admin, but I would love to learn more and have more studies. But we came to this abroad to find a greener pastures, right? But the skills that will enable you to get that financial freedom, that is your skills, apart from your degree. So be open-minded to learn more skills than the one you already have. So back to you, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you, Rita. Oh, yeah, that reminded me that, it's actually funny because people who have even more degree or more, they are even more humble because they realize how much more is there to learn. So definitely having one diploma that, or, one skills that you feel strong enough, it doesn't mean that you know everything. And also it makes, the more you learn, the more you realize that there is so much more in this world for you to learn and grow. So yes, definitely open-minded. Michael, one last thing from you.
Yes, learning is something is really overwhelming. But then, like an expert was once a beginner, right? So, if you're interested to really take a peek into our online business, we're able to do it. Even if we have our busy lives. But then you don't need to know everything at first. Take that first step, a single step. So that's the important action that you need to do. So just reach out to any of us if you're interested. That's all, Dana. Back to you.
Definitely, Michael. Thank you. It's what they said. You don't need to know a lot more. If you know 10% more than another person, it's enough to help them and guide them. And definitely here we are not experts in this business or in anything by any means. We just maybe need a little bit more than some of you watching about this business. And we are here to learn together and to grow together and to keep continue learning together and helping you on how to learn also and grow. So that's all for now. Thank you everyone for watching us. And, stay tuned for next Sunday. Hope to see you there. We'll talk about, letting go of fear and growing. So we'll still continue about talking about growing, but maybe from a different point of view of, passing that fear. With that, thank you, ladies, for coming here today and see you next week, everyone. Have a good
Thank you,
day.
everybody.